everybody? Welcome to STL 316, the newest wrestling podcast on the Sweep the League network. It is the Rated R Sports Star, the Sports Break Kid. If you go back to my Sports Dime days, I did used to do a little intro, but before I do that intro, I'm going to go ahead and bring in the other host of STL 316. It is the Doctor of Style, Sith. Sith, man, it is STL 316. It is Saturday night main event preview in San Antonio, man.
Yes, sir. You know what the vibes are tonight, Rudy. We're going to get them hyped up for the big show. Let's get it.
Yeah, we are going to get them hyped up, man. It was kind of funny. I was back on the Sports Dime days. I used to do an intro where, I would say they'd play the music, and it was the Heartbreak Kids music, Shawn Michaels in the background, and I had to get them with the, standing at a monumental but very short 5'8", a very muscular but still flabby 243 pounds. I am the Sports Break Kid, the Rated R Sports Star, Rudy Campos Jr. I got to kind of perfect that a little bit about that. I got to perfect that. I used to do it a lot better from back in the day, man. We got the comments rolling in here. Leha, what the F is up? Let's get it. He's ready. I mean, we got the table match between you and Leha. Let's go, Yeet. I'm Yeet all over. Yeah, well, that's
wild, Leha. Hey, yo, Rudy. Before we get the show started, since Leha's in here, I gotta, we gotta do this real quick. Yo, Rudy. Get the tables, bro.
Oh man, you know what? You're gonna make me bust out the old Devon glasses that I used to have, man. So
hell yeah,
I look like Devon. I had the goatee and everything. So yeah, we're gonna have to get the tables.
Let's go.
Get the tables. And Henry Cavill's in here, and your new world heavyweight champion, Jay Uso. Is that gonna happen? Well, let's preview it. But first things first, man. Go to YouTube. If you like STL 316, which everybody does, this is the newest, the hottest podcast right now, wrestling podcast going, with the exception of Down for the Count, which is coming new. It's coming back very, very soon. It is STL 316. Go to YouTube, support myself, support the Doctor of Style, Sid, by hitting that subscribe button on Sweep the League TV, where we can get all these episodes, man. Let's not waste any time. Let's bring up the card for this Saturday night, man, because it's looking amazing, man. It's looking amazing. Now, everybody should know there's not going to be a Rhodes KO fight, technically, but they are going to get into some kind of altercation, man. Where do you want to start here?
Right, let's go ahead and kick off with Cody Rhodes and KO. Man, I think they're doing the fans a huge disservice to have HBK in the ring with them and not be in action, At least have him as a special guest ref. I guess a moderator is fine, right? But I want to see someone get put through a table or sweet chin music, because you can't have a San Antonio show without the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, baby.
No, you can't, man. Sweet chin music. Do you think, man, would it be kind of crazy if he knocked a little bit of sweet chin music into Cody Rhodes?
Oh,
get that hype going?
I see it happening more for Kevin Owens, being that Kevin Owens is a little disrespectful rat, but you never know with the way Triple H is cooking nowadays, Rudy. You could expect the unexpected. Before we continue on, though, I have a funny story in regards to sweet chin music. I've been a wrestling fan my whole life. I got tired of my brother picking on me one time. I was like, what? I'm going to give him one good super kick to the face. Bro, my leg went up and my other leg slid out from under me. I was on my back, ready for the 3 count. It was horrible, Rudy. I'd never attempted that since then. I think even trying to get my foot higher than 2 feet off the ground now, I'll probably pull something. I'm not what I once was, bro.
Well, in all fairness, brother, I've tried doing sweet chin music before, but because of my fatness, I barely got sweet chin music, below the knee. I could barely get it that high. So
you got that sweet ankle music, bro. That sweet ankle music. You gave him a little love tap in the ankle.
I just stop on the toes, man. It's easier for me. I can't get any higher than the ankle if I'm trying to kick somebody. So I ain't about all that live, dude. Henry's here. Something is going to happen when KO and Cody get together. It's almost expected, right? I mean, you've got it all started with when KO and Cody were in the back, obviously against the truck and all that other stuff in the background. the videos out and all that stuff. It's when we kind of started seeing a little bit more from there. But it's Saturday night main event. You got the Rumble, literally,
The week
right
after.
so you're expecting something to happen here, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's what kind of has me in a kind of a tough spot when it comes to trying to predict these things. Usually a contract signing on like a SmackDown or something would someone's going through a table, um, all the refs coming out separate them. It happens every time, but this happening at an event like Saturday night main event, I don't know what to expect. I'm hoping for a Shawn Michaels. The way he moderates would probably be more violent than any basic GM. So I don't know what to expect. I just want to see them at least throw some hands before the big show.
Yeah, we are with the Doctor of Style Sith, host of STL 316, the Rated R Sports Star here, talking to you about Saturday night main event in San Antonio this weekend, this Saturday. You don't want to miss it, man. If you're going to be out there, enjoy the show. WWE puts on a great, great, great show. So you've got a massive card. We're just barely talking about the Cody Rhodes KO signing. Heartbreak Kid's going to be there. Will something happen? Will there be fireworks? Who knows? We're expecting there to be fireworks and kind of give you guys a heads up. We're going to be doing an STL 316 preview of the Royal Rumble. So we're going to get that going here before the Rumble starts. We'll probably do a post Rumble as well. So you'll have your full Royal Rumble from, wall to wall coverage when it comes to the Royal Rumble. We'll make predictions. We'll even see if we can maybe get some secrets, some mystery guys in there, mystery women, of course, the combination of TNA. Everything is popular. And real quick on that, Sith, the TNA, I got blasted when I was telling everybody that it was a merger. They're like, no, partnership. No, it's a merger. No, it's partnership. Okay, I apologize. It's a partnership.
What's it leading up to, Rudy? We both know it's gonna be a WWE buyout, and I'm here for it.
Exactly.
I got the exact same amount of heat, dude. It's like, do you not know what a merger is? It just means they're gonna be exposing the talent a little bit from both organizations. I was like, nah, there's always a bigger plan in place behind the scenes. I think WWE is getting ready to buy up TNA, but that's just my opinion.
No, you're right, and that's true. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It came out today that technically WWE is going to buy out TNA eventually. And hello, we've been saying that from the beginning. So for everybody giving a shit about a partnership and we called a merger, it's going to happen. WWE is going to absorb everything of TNA, and it's bound to happen. Swiss is in here, sup, fellas? He says TNA is back, baby.
Hey, Rudy, you know what I tell all them haters when they ask? Is like, you want to know what I think about it? I just sit back and tell them, it doesn't matter what you think. Listen to what Sith Lord Elias and Rudy Campos have to say. We know we have all the inside info, It might be in here and not on the internet, but trust me, Rudy, I've been calling him a fortune teller in the sports world. Well, I'm the fortune teller in the wrestling world. Trust me, bro.
And that's why we've got you on Sweep the League.
Yes, sir.
You are the wrestling aficionado. And shout out to Kevin King in New York, rapper who was recently on Sweep Unplugged. He's going to be joining us as well. So we've got a New York-based guy coming on for STL 316 here pretty soon. So it's growing, man. It's growing. But final thoughts on KO and Cody Rhodes. Obviously, we know that it's probably not just going to be a contract signing. Something is going to happen in there. Man, do you see I asked earlier, I feel like Shawn may turn on Cody, kind of build up that KO, getting to the match. But do you see Shawn doing anything else besides maybe a turn? Do you think it's kind of down the middle? This has the feel of something's going to happen with Shawn being it's in San Antonio.
If they really want to get a pop out the crowd, get them all riled up, Shawn has to be taken out. And who's crazier enough to do it than, Kevin Owens right now? Yeah. So, I think that's going to be the big thing. Not so much Shawn Michaels taking out KO or Cody Rhodes. We're going to see his poor old self laid out in the middle of the ring, looking like Pee Wee Herman after a night of drinking. If you know, you know.
Oh, we're going to hear one word, and that's tequila with a course of music in the background. I got to get into this, Jay. Leia say Jay would be 100 times better than that bum Gender 2.0. Is he
Oh
really talking
man.
about the ring general himself? Is that
No, no,
who he's
no.
talking about?
No, no, no. He's talking about El Ring General,
El
Gunther.
ring general Gunther.
And
Oh
Leha,
my
I've
god.
told you many a times, bro. At the end of the day, that's still your heavyweight champion, bro. Like it or not, that's still your champion. You'll put some respect on big old Walter, big old Gunther, because we could talk all the talk. You, me, Swiss, Rudy. None of us could take those chops from Gunther, bro. The
Oh
only way
god,
we
man.
take them out is we all gang up on him, maybe.
Oh God, no, man. God no. Switch is saying HBK going to Sweet Chin Music, KO or Cody. That's what we were saying a little while ago. When we started the show. We said that there's probably going to be some Sweet Chin music for somebody. I'm hoping it's Cody, but could it be for KO? We're going to see, man. Appreciate Swiss joining us here. And you're right. Shout out to Thunder Rosa, because when we were doing the Sweep the League Salvation Army kettle drive, we had Thunder Rosa give one of our Sweep the League guys, Rocky Garza, a chop, and it was
Ooh,
cold outside, and he bare chested it, and she just chopped him hard, the red mark, and I had to make like a $50 donation for her just to chop Rocky, and yeah, Rocky still this day still doesn't talk to me. I'm
still has the
sorry,
hand.
Rock.
He probably still has a handprint, Rudy. He just hasn't let you know.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
look, this
a
is why
meta
Swiss.
meta.
Yeah, la meta meta. But this is why Swiss is my boy. Say what you want. Gunther is the man. They don't
I
get it.
agree.
He's not supposed to be doing this acrobatic, high flying BS that everyone's doing, super kicks and these spinning inziguris and whatnot. He's the perfect example of a throwback wrestler.
Yeah,
So
let's let's go to the Gunther Jey Uso now.
yeah,
Let's
let's
move
go.
on
Let's
to
go.
that, because we're talking Gunther now. You're 100% right on the Gunther talk. And no, you like Gunther, you don't like Gunther, but go through the most iconic champions in WWE history. You can go, and I know you don't like him, but you can go to Hulk Hogan as one of them.
Raz,
Yeah, you mean Warrior. You go like
overhyped.
Triple H. I mean, even John Cena. Have any of these guys, Roman Reigns, have any of these guys been massively athletic or high flyers or anything? No, the most dominant guys are guys like Gunther. Think about that, guys. I mean, it's the way you command the ring.
Yes,
And
sir.
Gunther has that command, man. I mean, that's what I'm thinking when it comes to champions.
No, like exactly when you think of like the perfect champion, in my opinion. I know it's gonna sound a little weird, right? Because I'm not exactly going for Gunther. I'm just giving him his flowers before the match, right? He would be your ideal wrestler. Like you picture, let's go like a caricature. He has the body. He has the he has the aura around him. He just radiates heel. He has the strength. Only thing that probably Jey Uso hasn't beat on is the charisma and the mic skills. Because let's be honest, guys, I want to see Jey Uso win the title as much as the next person. Because I admit, Gunther's chick does get old sometimes. It is a bit boring. But do we really think someone like Jey Uso, who had trouble putting his brother over at Mania, could last in the ring with Gunther? Come on, man. Let's be honest. It's
That's
it's
fine.
wish it's wishful thinking, but it's not happening.
Let's get to the comments before we get crazy here, because they're coming in left and right. Twista, say what you want. Gunther is the man. Leha, he's a champ, but he's still a bum ass bitch. Okay, we got that, man. I totally understand that. Switch is back in here. There hasn't been a heel like Triple H since Gunther has arrived. Great
Facts.
point. He needs Thunder Rosa to give him a chop. $50 donation to the kettle will probably get you that. Gunther is a wrestler's wrestler. Leha, I don't need Gunther to do high flying shit, but he's also trash as F on the mic, which
I agree.
I agree. I will not disagree with the mic skills, but it takes a little bit of time to get those mic skills going. The promos are not very easy. His sleeper hold was trying to do was whack as hell. Okay. Like I
It's
said, there's a
not
whole lot of
everyone
stuff
has
here.
the same charisma on the mic as a John Cena or a Rock, Stone Cold. That just comes naturally. Come on, y'all
Yeah.
got to remember Big Dog Roman Reigns. Those promos were terrible.
He
And
never
now look at our
changed.
tribal chief, the best in the organization today, the best modern day. He's a modern day goat. Let's just call him for what he is. He's him, in my opinion. But it took all this time for his mic skills to develop. So what's not to say that Gunther can't develop that as well.
Well, not
But
only that, like go to Goldberg. when Goldberg first came out, the biggest sensation in the world, they didn't allow him to talk because he had no mic skills. It takes time. If you're a big presence like that, I mean, it takes a little bit of time. I mean, even The Undertaker. The Undertaker didn't have really good mic skills coming out. And that there's a reason why. It takes a little bit of time to get it going, but I do understand, man. Also, there is no wrestler right now that is over like Jey Uso. Jey Uso is getting
Mav, let me introduce you to someone who has a bigger pop than Jey Uso right now. Here, Rudy, do it with me. You know who I'm gonna say? He debuted 2 weeks ago. We're gonna throw that up. Salcero, Miedo. Come on, man. He's here and he's taking over the. He probably has the biggest pop in Raw right now. Let's be honest.
Yeah, there's no lie to that. Remember the pop when he won the IC title, correct? Imagine that on national TV. And Braun Breaker elevated on the mic within a month. Again, there's some guys that have it. There's some guys that don't. But going back to the break, and I'm going to get into obviously Penta here in a little bit because I think Penta's going to have, I'm going to say this now. I think Penta's going to have a little role this coming Saturday. So. I think so. They're going to have to debut him a little bit or have him do something this Saturday because it's close to the Rumble. I know he's going to be a part of the Rumble. There's no doubt about that. But they're going to have him do something this weekend. But we've got Jay, we've got Gunther, title on the line. As much as America and as much as San Antonio wants to see Jey Uso come on top, it's not going to happen before the Rumble. That's what I'm thinking, man.
So y'all out there, mark it down. Our prediction, Jey Uso taking the L. Sorry to say it, y'all. I know he's y'all's fans' favorite, but they're not always going to get over. Pence will get some sort of title soon. Let's not jump the gun there, Mav, but eventually I say they wait for his brother to join and put the tag team titles on them, in my opinion.
Well, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, it's kind of crazy because I think the Rumble is when we're going to see that debut. I really do. I think he's going to be one of the participants, kind of doing a little early preview thing. I think debuting Penta was a must, but then you got Phoenix coming in. I think that's a Rumble type thing. And for whatever reason,
I really hope Khan lets him free, dude. He really screwed him over on his contract. So hope you're right. I hope we do see a Phoenix debut at the Rumble. So we'll just see how that plays out behind the scenes.
I would say that if it happens, if I'm into the mind of Triple H, I say that it's a time when Penta's in there, maybe another person, 2 other people. And he's standing up, and then Phoenix's music hits, and you kind of got that one-on-one matchup that we've seen all the way back to Lucha Underground, man. So I don't know. We'll see what happens in the background. Penta will get some sort of title soon. That'll happen within time. Settle Mill. Then y'all said the same thing when he beat Braun.
Hey, Mavin, I said the same thing when Braun beat him back, bro. So come on. I told you. Well, back and down for the count. Shout out my boy Brandon Big Papi Medina. Mm-hmm. That's my Ray Phoenix, bro. We work. We're the Lucha Bros. That's what it is. Back in the day, we both spoke about it, and he's like, you know what? What's gonna get a bigger pop for Jey Uso is if he drops the title to Braun Breaker, because no one was expecting that to happen, and it just came to fruition. Why? Because I'm a fortune teller, baby. That's what that is.
And Braun Breaker is a guy that is gonna get a massive push here pretty soon. I mean, getting the IC title pretty quick. You're gonna get a massive push, 100% massive push. So, will it happen after Mania? Probably so. I think it might happen after Mania. You'll start to see him rise on the rankings. The Doctor of Style Sith, Rated R Sports Star, Rudy Campos Jr. talking to you and previewing Saturday Night Main Event. We're talking Gunther. We're talking Jey Uso. Pretty much breaking down the card this weekend that you see in front of you. And to end the Gunther Uso talk, I think both of us kind of agree that it's going to go Gunther's way. Jay's going to have that epic moment where, you're going to get the 2.5 counts. You're going to get the momentum. And I think Gunther's just going to pull it out in the end. Obviously, I mean, you're not going to have a title switch on Saturday Night Main Event right before the Rumble. So that's my take on it. That's up to you. What do you think on it?
Well, actually, the women's title changed hands on Saturday Night Main Event earlier in January. So, although we won't be seeing a world heavyweight title, do you think this is a perfect segue to talk about Sheamus and Braun Breaker?
Yeah.
I think he's gonna lose the strap, dude. This is the only title that's been evading
Oh.
Sheamus, and I think it's time to pull the trigger and give it to Sheamus. Doesn't have to be a long title run. Just give it to him as a thank you for all the hard work he's put in for the company. I know we don't believe in easy passes, but Sheamus, I think, deserves it. Puts on bangers
Yeah.
after bangers and bangers. You know how it goes.
Yeah, hey, they're in there now. Braun is cooking now, and also that fit the storyline of the bloodline.
He's
So
salty. He's salty.
just a tad bit. Moving on to, like you said, Braun Breaker, Sheamus, the third match we're going to cover here. Now, you brought up a good point, and right before you brought up that point, I said about Braun Breaker is wait after the Rumble, you probably start to see a little more of a push. If Braun Breaker, I'm going to go on the record here. If Braun drops the belt, Sheamus wins, I would almost text you right away and said, I'm going to bet $1,000 that Braun Breaker may win the Rumble.
I don't know about winning the Rumble, but if there's anyone that's going to beat, Kane's elimination record, I say give it to Braun Breaker.
You have zero chance of him winning the Rumble if he drops the belt.
You know who I'm going with, Rudy. Roman Reigns declared for the Rumble, and I'm going to ride that wave the whole time. There's a lot of people pushing for John Cena. Give him the title. Let him win it over. Man, no, put the title back on Roman Reigns. Let him come home. He got the Ulafala. He just needs that championship.
Yeah, the reason why I say Braun is because, like I said, if he drops the title in San Antonio this weekend, for me, that sets him up for a massive push at WrestleMania. Now, could he win the Rumble? Sure. They could have him winning the Rumble, get a catapult him already. You're taking advantage of the popularity of Braun Breaker. Leha mentioned the mic skills are there. It seems like everything's fallen into place to where you can have him win it, go to Mania, semi headline WrestleMania. They don't have to be the actual headline of it. Semi headline Mania. But even if he's top 2 or 3, if he's anywhere in the top 4, we can honestly say he's going to get a massive push for WrestleMania. I would say that for a fact. I don't know if you agree with that.
Oh, yeah, we can come to an agreement there.
So you have him dropping the belt at Saturday Night Main Event.
And I don't want it to happen. Braun Breaker is one of my favorite wrestlers, but I mean, it's just, I just think it's time, like you said, it's on for him to move on to bigger and better things. Mm-hmm. I don't get it. Since the last Saturday Night Main Event, they just had him sitting on the sidelines with the title, promoting the title, I guess, but not so much defending or being in the ring. They've been hyping up more Sheamus than him, so that's what makes me think they're going that direction. Like I said, I'm all for it. Like I said, it's funny. Brandon and I are night and day. I'm mentioning my boy again. He absolutely hates Sheamus. He's like, he should have retired years ago. And I was like, no, give him the title right now, bro. What are you talking about? He's a workhorse. Come on.
He is. I love Sheamus in the ring. He's got, for me, he's got the good mic skills. He's got the charisma. But I kind of agree with Brandon. I mean, past his prime, I think so. I think.
Come on.
I will. No, I'm not. It's no disrespect to Sheamus, but I think he's in the moonlight of his career. So, him winning the title this weekend, I'm not opposed to that. I'm okay with that. I have no quarrels, no qualms, no nothing about that. If he wins it, it just means Braun's going to get that bigger push here quicker rather than later. So, you've got him dropping it. I got Braun winning this weekend. That's our first
let's go.
first difference right here. But again, if he loses it, I think it's just because of a bigger push. The Doctor Style Sith hosting here at 316, SPL 316. So we'll be coming to you again next week, previewing the Royal Rumble that's going to be happening here right around the corner. Give you some insight on that. Try to get the entire 30 recipients that are going to be in the Royal Rumble, or participants. I'm sorry. So we'll get you guys covered on there. Swiss is saying it will be John Cena.
Oh, come on.
I hope not. I hope
Swiss is at home with the colored headbands and sweatbands, hoping to see Cena, cross the finish line. It's not gonna happen, bro. It's not gonna happen until they're able to put Randy Orton in a rivalry with him. Because I don't see Cena dethroning Gunther. They're definitely not gonna put him over Jey Uso if he wins the World Heavyweight title. And on the
Yeah.
other end, I don't see him beating Cody Rhodes either. So we'll just
Mm.
have to agree to disagree there, Swiss. Shout out
Yeah,
to you, my boy.
he's taking Cena, and he's also Campos in here. What about finally giving the world title to Sami Zayn? Now,
Why? Why is
Okay,
Sami Zayn ref? Why is Sami Zayn mentioned tonight, Rudy? I
can
can't stand him, my dude.
can okay. I know you can't, and I know a lot of people can't. And I'm not. I am not. I'm not trying to make Sami Zayn into this big person or anything, but I will say this about Sammy: the guy works hard. The guy is a tremendous mic guy. He's a great, great locker room guy. I mean, everything good about Sami Zayn, but he's not championship material.
Facts.
He's not world championship material. If he wants to be a world title guy, AEW's down the street. I'm gonna be real. I'm being honest. I'm being
Send them
honest.
to New
Nothing against
Japan,
Sammy.
let them
New
do something
Japan.
over there.
Exactly. New Japan. There's somewhere else you can be world title. But for WWE, he lacks that look as a world title guy. And in other words, if you put the world title on Sami Zayn, Sith, it's like you're doing charity work. And I don't like that. I
I
mean,
agree.
great guy, but he doesn't have world material, a world championship material, man. So that's my thing on Sammy. If you got anything, go ahead, bro.
No, I mean that's the exact. I mean that's the. You hit it right on the nose. It'd be charity work if you gave him the championship, in my opinion. Same. Shout out my boy Edgar. Just like CM Punk, he's not winning the Rumble. He's not winning a championship anytime soon. He's a modern day Sami Zayn. Let's just call it for what it is. They're two of a
Yeah.
kind, so they could just roll on out if they want, or keep mid carding for all I care, honestly.
What about the Royal Rumble? You think they would let him win the Rumble?
Man, Sami Zayn's lasting 10 minutes, Mav, and that's only because they're gonna pity him. They're gonna show him some sort of pity.
Man, Sami Zayn getting the Salvation Army work on this WWE podcast here, STL 316, Dr. Style Sith, hosting STL 316 with the Rated R Sports Star. Rudy Campos Jr. Goats in here is waving his hands as we can't see him. We definitely can see you in the chat. He's laughing out loud. Chris Gonzalez, it's heel turn to win the Rumble. Give me KO, Solo, or Jacob. What do you think about those three guys?
Out of those three right now, I'd give it a KO.
Yeah.
He has it all. The in-ring work. He's one of the best villains, or I'm sorry, wrestling fans, heels. I offended myself there calling him a villain. Now he's one of the best heels in the game today. I mean, come on, he's out here repping Eddie Guerrero when he's going up against Ray. He's repping Dusty Rhodes when he's going up against Cody. Tell me a bigger troll than him in any organization, Let's give it a KO. Maybe Drew, Chris, if we're gonna give it to a heel, maybe Drew McIntyre. He's actually carried the company, at least in the heel division. Last year was him and CM Punk's year to win. So I'd say if we were gonna give it to a heel, I'd say let's do it to Drew McIntyre. He's very deserving in my opinion.
McIntyre or KO is who he's thinking. Saying Sammy over Bumper. Sorry, Gunther. We knew what you meant there. No worries about that. But y'all out here hating. No, we're not hating. Rock on. Sith, you're going to learn. Oh, you're going to learn. And KO won't be in the Rumble. He will headline it. Doesn't mean he can't be in the Rumble either. So Drew has been effing hoed for far too long.
I agree.
I agree with that too. We got to move on here. So we're talking about Braun and Jacob now. I'm gonna let you handle this one.
Random ass match, but I'd love to see it. That's just put out for, let's just get two beefy men, put them in the ring. That's when you're gonna go out, refill your beer, you're gonna come back. What's happening? Did I miss a storyline? No, they just got two big SOBs in there beating the shit out of each other, and I'm all here for it. I'm not going for either or. I'd love to see Jacob pick up the win because Braun's been on a losing streak. But yeah, I mean, let's just call this match for what it is. It's the restroom break match. Every show has it. It's not going to affect you anyway if you miss it, and if you're there for it, I mean, cool. It's kind of like the Spurs have the hype team. That would be the hype squad of Saturday Night Main Event, in my opinion. It's like they just went to the back, tweeted out, "Who would you like to see box or fight it out?" And they just said, "Oh, let's get Braun and Jacob to fill up some time." Like I said, I'm here for it. It's a man's match. It's two beefy men beating the hell out of each other. Shout out to, I hate to say it, kind of in the same realm as Hulk Hogan versus Andre, Yokozuna versus Undertaker. May
Yeah.
not mean much, title wise, but it's all good to see two giants going at it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a boring match, but I probably would be on my phone the entire time.
It's gonna be a quick
Uh,
one.
yeah, it's hopefully it is a quick one, but hopefully that's a match that leads off Saturday night main events. You can kind of get it out of the way, but we'll see what happens. Chris Gonzalez, Slapman meets Strowman and Jacob. You got Swiss. Sami Zayn would be probably be a better champion than Alberto Del Rio, Mark Henry, and Jack Swagger. Mark Henry and Jack Swagger, that's a whole nother show right there because I couldn't.
What could have been of wrestling.
Yeah, even Alberto Del Rio, the charisma, but good God, man, the stuff that he did on the side, you can't even get into that. That's one big SOB. If we get the same stuff we got when Braun versus Bronson Reed, it will be epic. Okay, you can get around that.
Yeah, but Mav, do you remember that wasn't exactly a match? They didn't get inside of the ring. They just beat the hell out of each other. And
Yeah.
if we kind of got a glimpse of it this past Friday, Braun showed up wrecking shop, took out Tom Malonga or whatever the hell his name is, and Jacob was ready to post up. If it wasn't for his tag partner, we would have seen this happen on SmackDown, which rightfully so. I feel other people got beat out for that spot. I don't think this needs to be on Saturday night main event, but it is what it is. I would have loved to see a U.S. title defense somewhere in there, maybe
Yeah,
taking
no
over that
doubt.
spot.
Yeah, no doubt about that, man. I mean, it's who do you got going in this match? Now it's Braun's Jacob. I know it's the one that you're throwing away. Do you want to flip a coin? Who do you got winning this one?
Jacob.
Straight up Jacob, and I think so.
Straight up
The
Jacob.
hype around Jacob is super hot right now. So
Who
you
should
got to
win?
take advantage.
Braun. Who's gonna win? Jacob Fatu. Book it.
All right, he's taking Jacob, and I have no doubts about that. We're agreement on that. I've got Jacob Fatu, and I'm gonna leave the last match that we covered before we end the show here. It is the women's match. It is your girl, the one girl that you are head over heels for. And if I'm not mistaken, Leha loves him some Rhea, doesn't he?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And people hearing you walk us into that, they're probably thinking, "Oh, Sith is a big Rhea fan." Nah, we're talking about my girl Nia Jax. Man, she was all dressed in red last week. I told y'all that's my red delicious right there.
The red velvet cake walking down the ring
Yes,
for
sir.
the Doctor of Style Sith, man. Getting ready for Valentine's Day so she can party up with Sith on Valentine's Day in the red outfit. You've got Nia, you've got Rhea. I really think, and I'm going to go out on a limb here, out of the matches, I think this is going to be the best match of the night. I'm just throwing it out there. What do you think on that?
I say Breaker and Sheamus, followed by the women's match. They've been putting on a clinic lately. I honestly think that the women deserve their own PLE. If Saudi Arabia is getting crown jewel, which no one cares for, no disrespect, I say we fill up some room on the calendar and give the women, their own PLE, especially like the likes of Nia Jax. All jokes aside, she's probably the most improved women's superstar on the roster. Keep in mind, they gave her the boot. They brought her back. She got better on the mic. She got better in the ring. She's not out here breaking people's noses. Sorry, Becky Lynch. We all know what happened there. Rhea Ripley, though, monster, beast, amazing. She's the ninth wonder of the world. Shout out China. Rest in peace. That's it, bro. She's gonna retain. She has to retain. I don't even get the rivalry here, but I'm here to see two beautiful women in the middle of the ring show out, and I'm all for supporting. I honestly think Nia Jax should be trying to whoop on some Tiffany Stratton after she played her dumb and took the strap from her, but it is what it is. Sometimes storylines don't need to make sense to put on a good show.
Sometimes they come out of nowhere and they tend out to be the best storylines you can ever see in wrestling. And it's just like,
Yes,
how
sir.
the F did this happen? Well, that's how it happened. Chris Gonzalez says Jacob should and will win, going back to Jacob Fatu and Braun. Sith, I can't even pronounce that. What the hell? Loving Women, Nia Jax. I don't know if it's, I don't know how. We're going to leave it at that, Chris. We'll leave it at that. Remember when it was in the ring and Reed threw a fan at Braun Strowman?
I remember
that. I'm looking forward for Braun and Jacob Fatu. Leha, Nia Jax is whack. I knew he was going to say something about that. Mommy is always on top. I would sure hope so, because that's the perfect position for Mommy to be on top. Rhea is and the drool, definitely for Leha. Yokozuna, a legend, rest in peace. Seth and Rudy, do you know Solo Sikoa's middle name in real life is Yokozuna? I did not know that.
I didn't know that.
I know you didn't. So there we go. Some facts dropped to us right now from Swiss. So
end of the Rudy, day, if you don't know it, Rudy, Swiss, he's a wrestling fanatic himself, and man, I could also classify him as a wrestling historian. He's taught me some stuff from my era. I'm only 29, y'all. Even though my back feels 68, it's because of my battles with Nia Jax. But Swiss has been keeping me. He's my wrestling go-to, my encyclopedia, if you will. He's very knowledgeable about his stuff.
I didn't know that at all. So I did not know that. And we're going to have to keep Swiss in mind here. Hey, KO was super kick and knocked Sean eyes back into play. Okay. Well, probably so, man. Probably so.
Low blow.
Definitely so. Guys, as STL 316 goes on, I'm going to give everybody a heads up. As we continue to grow and this podcast grows, we'll be starting to give some giveaways for STL 316. On the big show, we give away autographs, we give away some gift cards, we give away a whole lot. But as these other podcasts start to gain traction, starts to get more popular, appreciate everybody joining on the stream tonight. We'll start giving away some wrestling stuff. If we have more stops in San Antonio, we'll try to give away some wrestling tickets. We've got some great behind the scenes things going on. So definitely appreciate the support for everybody, especially for you guys supporting our newest member here at Sweep the League Network, the Doctor of Style, Sith himself. He's doing a fantastic job. One day I'm going to give him the keys to the car and I'm going to just go ahead and go into retirement because he does such a damn good job here on STL 316. But before we go, quick shout out, man. Big Poppy, Brandon Medina, Sith, Down for the Count. That's going to be coming back. So you're not only going to get STL 316, you're going to get Down for the Count. They've got their network going over there between Sith and Brandon. They're going to do their thing on Down for the Count. So whatever they do it, you'll see the same kind of support here from Sweep the League Network for Sith and Brandon. You go for it, man. This is your show.
Can I do something for my boy Brandon?
Go for it.
All right, let me hit. Y'all fans, y'all Down for the Count fans. Y'all remember this. All right, I'm going to hit y'all with the OG intro. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is the best damn wrestling show on X Spaces. That is Brandon Big Poppy Medina. I'm your boy, Sith Lord Elias, and this is Down for the Count. We're coming back, baby. Yeah. That's for my boy Brandon.
I love it at the end, hitting him with the LA Knight. Yeah. There you go, man. Definitely good. Down for the Count's coming back very, very soon. Hopefully it'd be right around the Rumble time. So you guys can do double dipping on that work, doing the work. We got some comments before we go here. Yeah, man. Rock on. Leha says 100% on that. So we're definitely going to be killing it. We'll be back with you guys next week. If we can, maybe we'll do a Saturday night main event post show. We can work it in this weekend. We'll try to get that for you guys, but definitely going to get you guys ready for the Royal Rumble, which is around the corner. Get your picks ready. Get your winners in. Spread the word because STL 316 is spreading around like wildfire right now. Appreciate everybody joining us on. Sith, you got any last words for everybody out there?
No, man, just for yourself. Thank you, Rudy, for giving me the opportunity and welcoming me into the team. I'm all here for it. I'm always down to talk wrestling with my boy, but with all y'all, right? Let's get it.
Oh, awesome, man. Yeah, we're going to be talking more wrestling. So for the Doctor of Style Sith, it is Rudy Campos Jr., the rated R sports star. Be sure to catch Sweep the League TV here in about 45 minutes or so with myself and Derek Irvin. Appreciate everybody joining us. And then don't forget, guys, Saturday night main event this Saturday, Royal Rumble around the corner. Get all your talk going because we need it here on STL 316. Until next week, we'll see you guys later.
Laters.
So you turn off all the lights and shut the door. Hey, your death.